Hello friends, welcome to Rajas Data Engineering. In this video, I'm going to explain how to handle null values in PySpark programming. Facing null scenario is very common across data engineering projects. If you don't put proper mechanism in place to handle null scenarios, it would lead to undesired output in the target solution. While developing any ETL pipeline, handling null values would be one of the preliminary steps. It is part of cleansing before proceeding to transformation or any business aggregation process. In PySpark, there are many functions to handle null values. In this video, I'm going to explain two important and basic functions, and I will cover the rest of the functions in later videos. The first function is null. This function is mainly used to filter all the rows where certain column is containing null values. If you look at this example, there is a data frame. It is containing the columns name, subject, mark, status, attendance. If you look at the mark column, there are two values are null for John and Martin. So if I'm going to apply this function on top of this data frame is null on top of this data frame, then it would return all the rows where mark is null, which means it would return the record number 4 and 6. So this is the syntax. We have to start with data frame df dot filter. So within the filter function, we have to give the column name. So column name can be referenced in multiple ways. So this is one of the basic way. We need to mention data frame name df dot. We have to give the column name. Column name is mark. So then we have to apply the function is null, which means this function will return all the records based on the column mark where value is null. So this would be the output. It would return only the records John and Martin because the value for column mark is null. The next function that we are going to discuss is not null. This is just opposite to is null. Is not null is used to filter all the records where the column is not containing null value. So I'm using the same example here. The input data frame is same. So for the column mark, we have two records where value is null. When I apply this function is not null, what happens is it will just eliminate these two records and it will return all the remaining records. So here if you see in the output, we don't have the records 4 and 6. So is not null basically returns all the records where a value is not null for a particular column. Hope you understood the syntax. Let's get started demo. So here I'm creating a data for student. And in the schema, I'm giving the list of columns needed for our data frame. So by combining the data and data frame, I have created data frame, sample data frame TF. So at the end of this execution, it would display the result. Let me execute this one. The execution is successful and we can see the output. And in the data frame, there are two records containing null value for mark column. So record number 4 and record number 6. Let us jump into the first function. I'm going to execute the first function and it will display the results. So the syntax starts with data frame that is TF. Then I am filtering and within the filter function, I have to specify the column name that is tf.mark. Then I need to give the function name that is null. Let me execute this one. Great. The execution is successful and it has returned only two records where mark column is null. And the same output can be achieved through different syntax. Now the functionality is same, but the syntax is different. I want to show you that also. Now here, either you can use is null function, otherwise you can follow SQL like syntax. In all the databases, we have this function is then space null. Now we can use this syntax also. Here what I'm doing is I'm starting with the input data frame df, then filter function. Then within that we have to mention column name. In this case it's mark. Then we need to give the keyword is null. So let me execute this one. It will produce the same output. We can see here it's the same output. This is the second way. And let me show you one more method. So here in the place of referencing the column, we can mention keyword call, then we can give the column name. So, but in order to use this keyword, first we need to import this function from PySpark SQL functions. So we have to import in the first step, then we have to use this syntax. Otherwise, it will throw error. So I have imported in this line and I'm using it. Let me execute this one. Great, it has returned the same output. So there are various ways of writing the code, but whichever syntax is comfortable for you, you can follow that. I would recommend to follow the first one because that is standard and you don't need to import any library. Coming to the next function, I want to return all the records where the column is not containing null value. So here it's the same syntax. So in the place of is null, I have to give is not null. So let me execute this one. Here we can see the output, the column mark does not contain any null values. If there would be any null value, those records would be eliminated as part of this function. And so far I have shown you, how to give one condition, but we can combine multiple conditions also. For example, in the next example, what I'm doing is now I'm combining two columns where mark is not null and also attendance is not null. For example, in this output, you can see mark is not null, but we are getting one record where attendance is null. So I want to eliminate that also. Then how can I do? I have to combine multiple conditions. In order to combine multiple conditions, we have to use ampersand operator. So, and the very important thing is we have to close within the bracket. All the conditions should be closed within the bracket. Otherwise, it will throw error. So here I'm giving the first condition, then ampersand operator, then I'm giving the second condition. In this way, we can combine n number of conditions. So let me execute this one. So the output for this execution would be, the column mark should not contain any null value. At the same time, this attendance column should not contain any null value. So it would just eliminate record number 2 from this output. Now we are going to get only 3 records. That is record number 1, 3, 4. Let me execute. See, it has removed. If any one of the column is containing null value, then that would be removed. So not only AND operator, we can use OR operator as well. So let me use OR operator here. I have already explained these operators in one of my previous video. In case you haven't watched my previous videos, I recommend to watch all my videos. So OR operator, this is mainly used to check if any of the condition is met, then it will return that record. So I'm going to execute in case if one of the record, either mark or attendance, that is holding value, that is not null, then that record would be considered for the final output. Let me execute this one. See here, even though attendance is containing null value, but still, the column mark is holding some value. So if any one of the column, either mark or attendance, that is holding value other than null, then that would be returned for this result. So here in this last, for Martin also, we are having null value for mark, but still we have some value for attendance. That is the reason that is also considered for final output. Now, this is how we can handle null values in any data engineering projects. And we can use multiple syntaxes that I have explained in the first step. And we can combine multiple conditions also. Based on our use case, based on our requirement, we can combine multiple conditions using AND or OR operator. And we can mix also. Maybe we can give certain conditions with AND combination and certain conditions with OR condition. That can also be done. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to click on the bell button. Thank you.